30,000 runners. Then you cross over to Tanzania, you have Kilimanjaro Marathon. But today I'm not about to talk about the rest. I'm here to share my experience, the little time that I've spent here concerning the Gulu Marathon. Why Gulu Marathon stands a great opportunity to grow beyond your imagination. Number one, Gulu Marathon is coming in after participating and researching from various East African and international marathons. Sanchat, Kilimanjaro, Taskalite Rwenzori Marathon, and now we have Gulu. Meaning, Gulu has the potential to manage and grow better than the races I've mentioned. And this is why. These other races in East Africa that have spent so much years, they have gone through their lowest moments, of which many runners have shared their feedback, shared their experience. So it is out of picking those experiences that Gulu Marathon has been born. Are we together up to that point? Meaning, there are very many mistakes that other races in East Africa have done, gone through, learned from them. Gulu Marathon is raising the bar because they don't have to go through the same mistakes to be where they are. Because those mistakes they exposed, or rather, have been a learning experience for the rebound or the birth of Gulu Marathon. Number two, let's talk about tourism. Right now, the biggest selling product in the world is sports tourism. People are traveling around the world to experience the culture, experience nature, and what environment these different environments offer. Now, when I was doing the drive to Gulu yesterday, one of the fascinating things that I experienced, number one, was crossing the River Nile. For me, that was more than just amazing, fantastic, scenic experience, because that river only crosses in Uganda, and from there we don't know how it proceeds all the way to Egypt. Now, that water that is flowing, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best touristic opportunity that we have here in northern Uganda. Number two, the road, the drive from Kampala to this place, the road is amazing. The road is wide. The people along, the businesses along the route all the way to this place speaks volume of the growth that is happening in northern Uganda. Now let's talk about your city, how it's been arranged. So in the morning we went to we were doing the marking for the 42, and of course we started very early in the morning. And one thing I'll tell you for free, the setup for this race acts as a perfect opportunity for many runners who are looking forward to qualify for other international races. The routes are wide open. Number two, they combine both the city life and the village life. So at some point you move from this town, and then you're able to pass through the villages, and then you turn back to the city. Very scenic, very fantastic. And I can tell you for free, for anyone who is traveling wherever they are coming from to this beautiful city of Gulu, they have a lot to experience as far as the route is concerned. Now, let me also mention something very important. It may be a little bit. I want to also appreciate the security team, the police we have. Let's appreciate, and I'll tell you why. This is I don't know how many times I've been to Uganda this year. But one of the interesting parts is that they always know there's a marathon happening. So when they stop the vehicle and ask you where you're going, and tell them, for example, I'm going to Kasese for the marathon. I'm like, oh, you're going to Kasese, that marathon. And that is around Jinja, and you're going all the way to Kasese. So now we have been going around and we are remarking the route, and of course you have met security, which is very important to ensure that the place is very safe and all that. And now one of Coach Newton is telling them we are back to do the route. They said, oh, and this time we need to run. So as you plan, please make sure that our security officers also get an opportunity to participate in the race, because they really look forward to this amazing race and they are doing a good job. That is from a person who is coming from outside and visiting. That shows that the security around the place is really, being confirmed, and people need to have a good time. Now, the last but not the least is the weather. The weather here is very fantastic. Not too cold, not too warm. Of course, yesterday there was some rain here and there, but that shows that when the weather is fantastic, people are able to enjoy their races. Now, this is the future of Northern Uganda, Gulu Marathon. Let's support this race, because what will make this race grow, in as much as we are looking forward to have as many people from other regions visiting, is the people from Gulu. So if you're from Gulu and you're hearing this, this is a perfect opportunity, because businesses are going to grow in this space simply because of the many visitors who will visit here for not just the race, but also to explore this part of the world. Let's start even from the simple person like a boda person. When people arrive at the stage, they will need to go to the hotel. Who will take them to the hotel? Of course, the boda people, right? The hotel will be forced to add more rooms, because when people register for the marathon, they need a place to sleep. True or false? So we will definitely need to add more rooms in our hotels to accommodate the numbers that are growing. Let's talk about the food. I've been sharing this. Uganda has a lot of variety of food compared to any other country in East Africa. You have variety of proteins, you have variety of starch, carbs, and all this is a tourism by itself, the food. Many people are coming here not only to run, but also to sample the culture and of course sample the food that you people are offering. And never forget that. That is a selling point as far as these races are concerned. So when we visit, when we go back and mobilize people to come and participate in this race, it's because we have confidence. I'm very confident, Mr. Francis, that this race is going to grow beyond your imagination. It may have been born out of an idea of let's have a race happening in Gulu, but I want to be very honest, this race is going to grow bigger than we can ever imagine. Other nations are taking longer to achieve 5,000 runners, 10,000 runners, but that I don't think will happen in Gulu. Gulu will achieve these numbers more faster. So we also need to start thinking big in terms of how can we accommodate. For example, we need to start thinking in terms of how can we accommodate 20,000 people in Gulu. Do we have the capacity? Because that is where we are headed. That is where we are headed. So let everyone in the team, let everyone who is here begin to see this marathon as something that is going to be bigger in some few years to come.